Hi, I'm Rachelle, herbalist, founder of Supernatural, and your host of Plant-Based. And today I'm going to talk to you about gut health, which is something that is on so many of my clients' minds. And I'm going to show you how to make one of my absolute favorite soups, which is just a staple in my gut healing protocol. So gut health is a focus on our gut, our stomach, our whole digestive tract, our whole microbiome. And it's becoming more and more sort of popular because we're learning more and more about that system, and we're realizing how central that organ is to our entire well-being. So our gut, our microbiome, affects primarily, or sort of as a first order, our immune system and our nervous system and our brain. So it's probably something you've heard of, the gut-brain axis, and the idea that if you have butterflies in your stomach, it can be about an idea, or if you think about food, it can make your stomach rumble. So the gut and the brain are connected physically via the vagus nerve, which is the largest nerve in our body, and they're connected chemically via neurotransmitters. And one of my favorite sort of points that illustrates this connection so powerfully is that the majority of serotonin is actually produced in the gut, not in the brain. So the gut-brain axis is a very real thing. The gut is also kind of intimately sort of married or connected to or woven into our nervous system, and that is called the enteric nervous system. So when we are sensing or feeling or thinking a certain way and our nervous system responds, so does our gut, and vice versa. And our immune system is on the other side of a one-cell thick membrane, on the other side of which is our microbiome. So we have good bacteria, we have those mucous membranes that are kind of protecting our insides from the outside world, and then we have our immune system right there. And so that's why you see a gut healing protocol is so central to autoimmune condition treatment. So step number one in my gut healing protocol is always probiotics. And I recommend that we both eat more good bacteria and also take a probiotic. So there's an importance in getting a variety of different probiotics as well as a quantity. So you want quantity and you want quality. And the way to get a variety is to eat different fermented foods and different foods that have naturally occurring bacteria in them. And then your body will sustain the ones that are helpful for it. And what's my favorite probiotic? Because I know you're going to ask. So for every day, for most people, I love Metagenics Ultra Flora Balance. Awesome. That's the one I take. That's the one I recommend to lots of my clients. After probiotics, we have prebiotics. And prebiotics are not bacteria. They are fiber and starch that the good bacteria eat to stay alive. So those can be roots, they can be herbs, they can be seeds. Basically, it's eating more fiber, and ideally it's a plant-based source. So I love vegetables. I love acacia fiber. You can definitely use a supplement as a prebiotic fiber starch if you want. If you really want to have, a solid protocol, then do both. Eat more fiber and take a prebiotic powder. Also key for gut health is to rest to digest. So our body can be in fight or flight or rest and digest. And a lot of times, we're trying to eat when we're in fight or flight, and our body is not interested in digesting food at that time. All of our resources are sort of up and out, and we're active and we're exerting, as opposed to the inward focus on digestion, which is a huge energy requirement for our body and something that we need to be in a restful state to do well. So if we're trying to eat when we're stressed out, we're not going to digest as well as if we waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes, took a few deep breaths, and really tried to eat in a peaceful state and digest in a peaceful state. So the last, piece of a gut healing protocol that is just helpful for so many reasons is to aim for as much, whole food and as much produce as possible, and away from processed and packaged when possible. So I always recommend high produce, low processed, and that will make your gut happy. I'm going to teach you how to make one of my favorite soup recipes. This is an awesome way to work in some easy on the digestion, high produce on a regular basis. So let's do it. First, we have cucumbers, and I love baby cucumbers for this recipe. They're so easy to use, and also you get a good skin to inner cucumber ratio. And cucumbers are a high water food, so eat your water. And they're also mild diuretic, but they're kind of nourishing diuretics. So they're sort of hydrating our gut and also hydrating us and helping to kind of move things through our body without being stripping. Next up, we have some fresh basil or mint or both. So we're gonna use both. And these are herbs that are culinary and medicinal and awesome for digestion. All of these green culinary herbs are high in volatile oils, which are really medicinal. Next up, we have just a plain plant-based yogurt. You want something that is creamy and neutral, not vanilla. Any kind of yogurt is gonna be great here. And then we are going for lots of garlic. I love garlic, and it's so great for our gut. It's great for so much of our health in general, but especially the gut. So 5 whole cloves. And we'll do a little bit of sea salt. You can always add more later too. And then we have some olive oil, so just good old healthy fats. And last but not least, we're going to do a few drops of hot sauce. So again, as you get comfortable with the recipe, you can kind of adjust as you see fit. And then just to make sure that you have enough liquid in here for consistency, you want to add a little bit of water. All right, here we go. I'm genuinely so excited that I get to introduce this recipe for you guys because I just love it so much. So let's see how it turned out. And just like I know it, so fresh. Get a little bit of spice from the garlic, a little bit of spice from the hot sauce. One of the things I love about this soup recipe is that you can have it as a meal, but you can have it as a snack, you can have it with your meal. It's just my fave, absolute fave. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Plant Based. For more episodes, subscribe to Well+Good's YouTube channel. And for more herbalism, follow me on Instagram.